It's been 50 years since the timeless classic To Kill a Mockingbird has been written by Harper Lee, and now the story comes to the stage, presented by TheatreWorks. Artistic director Robert Kelley joins me today. Now, TheatreWorks is celebrating its own milestone, its 40th anniversary. Why did you want to bring this story to your stage at this time?
Well, it's a confluence of anniversaries in a way, was a big part of it. TheatreWorks has always been very committed to stories that dealt with racial issues in America and dealt with the issues of diversity that we have throughout the Bay Area and certainly throughout the country. And the fact that this book was in its 50th anniversary and we were in our 40th all seemed to come together at one time.
Now, we've obviously come a long way since the book was written in the height of the civil rights movement, with our first African-American president in the White House. But the lessons and the message of the story seem so relevant still. How do you think it speaks to the audience today?
Well, I think the relevance is pretty shocking. You can't see this play without speculating on how far we've come since 1935, which is where the story is set, and even since 1960, which is when the novel was written. But as you contemplate 75 years of American growth and change across the racial divide, you can't help but think we still have a ways to go.
Yeah, I was just reminded. I mean, it's been years since I read the book myself, and just watching it last night, and just remembering and just hearing the lessons through the actors, is the idea of stepping into someone else's shoes, or just believing that people are mostly good.
Well, there's a lot of things that divide us in the world today, and there certainly were many that did back when Harper Lee was a child in the 30s during the Depression. In some ways, certainly the American character has grown, expanded, and improved since those days. But we still manage to find ways of discriminating against one another these days, and I think that makes this play, perhaps unfortunately, timeless. And it's a real thrill to see it. Your mind moves, you contemplate this history that's such an important part of America, but I think your heart remains very much in the present, and I think you walk out of the theater with a whole new attitude.
Now, I understand you're also incorporating some outreach at local schools. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, this play has the largest number of student matinees we've ever programmed at TheatreWorks, and we did that on purpose, knowing how many schools still read this book throughout the Bay Area. Part of our outreach to schools is that all student matinees get classroom visits from both a teacher that we call sort of a teaching artist, and also from an actor in the play. That helps these students feel that there's someone they know up on the stage, and also gives them a chance in advance to discuss some of the really important issues that a play like To Kill a Mockingbird brings up.
What kind of reaction have you seen from your young audience?
Well, we've just started seeing young audiences come. There was a large group of students just a night or two ago, and they were totally excited by the play and so thrilled to see it. This was a group that actually was seeing the play before they were going to read the book, which is part of their summer reading list. And I think that the relationship between live theater and a novel that they'll spend probably a month or two digesting is really quite exciting and interesting. There's no doubt that they will see the characters in the book somewhat along the lines of the characters they've actually seen live, as portrayed by the wonderful actors in our production. But the issues are there already, burbling it through their minds, and I'm sure provoking a lot of discussion in classrooms. So I'm thrilled with that aspect of it. Of course, there's a lot of adult audiences as well who are remembering their experience of the book or the movie, and also getting a fresh chance to imagine this world from the perspective of many years since the difference in age since they first encountered it.
Now, I love this idea of presenting a play not just for entertainment's sake, but really as an educational and an informational tool. Is that a conscious decision when you select plays for your season?
Well, some plays, I think, work that way. They're inherently aiming at an educational aspect, but this particular piece starts with what I think of as really fundamental dramatic entertainment. It's got a lot of tension. It's got wonderfully drawn characters. It's got humor woven in and out of it, and it's deep down about the American character and how we relate to each other as people. I think it sort of has it all. I guess you're always looking for plays that have it all, but this one really fits the bill.
Yeah. So you founded TheatreWorks in 1970, directed more than 150 productions. What has that journey been like, and what kind of growth have you seen through TheatreWorks?
Well, it's kind of interesting for me to think back and realize this company began just 10 years after the book To Kill a Mockingbird was written, which is actually quite a while back. The journey has been quite a thrill. We've been very fortunate to have started a theater and grown a theater in a region that would become the Silicon Valley over exactly the same period of time. Our company is very much committed to new works as well as reinvigorating the great plays of the past, and this is a sort of perfect community in which to grow new theater and as well as experience the genius of some of our great writers. So we've really had quite a great time. I think the company is strong, and it certainly has grown, now the third largest theater in the Bay Area.
Well, the play is To Kill a Mockingbird. It's playing through May 9th. Robert Kelley, thank you so much for your time.
What a pleasure talking to you. Thanks so much.
And for more information on To Kill a Mockingbird, that's playing at the Mountain View Center for the Performing Arts, go to our website at kcbs.com/communitycorner.